Use some magic when you speak. Use some magic when you read. Use some magic when you write. WIZZY Wizard will be our guide.
Good morning. I hope you are all feeling wonderful today. Oh, look, it's WIZZY. Hi, WIZZY.
Hello, Rosie. Hello. Hello, friends.
What is that in your hand? A letter?
Yes, Rosie. Yes.
Oh, how nice. The only letter I received was the one from Long and Short. Remember, WIZZY?
Yes, Rosie. Yes, I'll never forget that. Long and Short, my funny friends.
Oh, I wish someone would write to me. So WIZZY, who is the letter from?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you open it?
Of course. It's from my cousin Crazy WIZZY in Sarawak.
Oh, Crazy WIZZY. I like her. She is so pretty.
Of course, Rosie. That's because you are as pretty and as crazy as her.
Oh, WIZZY. So, WIZZY, are you going to read the letter?
I'm not sure, Rosie. You see, we wizards don't usually write or receive letters.
Why?
Well, if I need to say something to Crazy WIZZY, for example, I just need to wave my arms and I'll be over there to see her. And if she wants to see me, she would do the same thing. So, why is she sending me a letter?
WIZZY, that's it.
What?
I think she cannot come here to see you.
So she wrote me a letter.
Very clever, Master. Is everything all right, WIZZY?
Rosie, Crazy WIZZY's father, my Uncle Zoomy, is ill. So Crazy WIZZY wants me to visit him.
Oh, I see. Are you going?
I can't, Rosie. You know I'm so busy.
I know. You could write a letter to your Uncle Zoomy and wish him well.
A very good suggestion, Rosie. But I don't know how to write a letter.
WIZZY, sit down here and let the master teach you how to write a letter. Now, dear Uncle Zoomy. Your nephew, WIZZY. Very good, WIZZY. See? You can write.
With some help from my good friend Rosie, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let us look at the letter Rosie helped WIZZY write to his Uncle Zoomy, who was ill. The first thing that WIZZY did was to write his address on the top right-hand corner of the page, like this: 57 Jalan Wira, Taman Mahajaya, 56,000, Kuala Lumpur. And below that, the date, 15th August 2005. Rosie then told WIZZY to write the name of his uncle, the person he was writing the letter to, on the left-hand corner of the page. Dear Uncle Zoomy. Below that, WIZZY begins his first sentence in a new paragraph. How are you? I heard that you are ill. I hope you have gone to see a doctor. Every time we begin a new paragraph, we write the first word a little away from the margin, as you will see with the word how. I am sorry that I cannot go to Sarawak to see you because I am very busy. I know Cousin Crazy WIZZY is taking good care of you. Please rest. It will help you get better quickly. I shall try to visit you next month. I miss you, Aunt Bella, and Cousin Crazy very much. See you soon. And then he signs his name. Your nephew, WIZZY.
So, WIZZY, are you happy that you wrote a letter to your uncle?
Yes, Rosie, very happy. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
What about you, Rosie? Do you have an uncle and an aunt and cousins?
Yes, I do, but it can be a little confusing to explain.
Don't worry, Rosie. We'll use the magic cauldron to help you.
Thank you.
Cauldron of magic, come alive. Reveal the family at the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My father's father and mother are grandfather Posy and grandmother Daisy. Then there's my father Mosey and my mother Rose. My grandparents on my mother's side are grandfather Whiskers because he has a big moustache, and grandmother Glasses because she wears thick spectacles. Now, my father is the eldest in his family. He has a brother and 2 sisters. They are my Uncle John and my aunts, Mary and Janet. My mother is the only child in her family. As you know, I have an elder brother, Joey, and a younger sister, Susie. And that's me, of course, Rosie. Uncle John and his wife, Nora, have 2 children, Peter and Lisa. So, Peter and Lisa are my cousins. I hope my aunts, Mary and Janet, will get married soon. I hope they will have children. Then I will have more cousins. So, this is my family tree.
Let us take a look again at Rosie's family. How many uncles and aunts does she have? Correct. She has 1 uncle and 2 aunts. Uncle John, Aunt Mary, and Aunt Janet. Rosie has a brother and a sister. Who is older than Rosie? Yes, her brother Joey is older. He is the oldest child in the family.
WIZZY WIZZY.
WIZZY, that is my family.
I'm sure you love them very much, Rosie.
Yes, I do.
Okay, Rosie, I have to go to the post office.
Of course. See you later. Well, that is my family. Perhaps you should also make a chart of your family. That is Jerry the genie. But I don't know why he is so loud. Jerry, you are very loud. Why I am shouting? I'm sorry, Jerry, but you were speaking so loudly just now. I couldn't even hear myself. Ask them. Oh, you did it on purpose? But why? Because of today's story from the Book of Spells? Of course! The title of the story is The Loud King. Hey, let's join Jerry for the story.
Once there was a very short king. Though he was the shortest man in his country, everybody was frightened of him. Well, not of him really, but of his voice. This king had the loudest voice anyone had ever heard. When he screamed, everything shook. Early one morning, the king screamed threw everyone out of their beds. The king's doctor hurt his back as he fell on the floor. He was very angry. "I must get the mayor to talk to the king," he said. Quickly he went to the mayor's house. There he found the mayor looking sadly at his broken vases. The doctor said, "Lord Mayor, I know how to stop the king from screaming." "Please tell me how." "That was my favorite vase," the mayor said as he pointed to the broken pieces of the vase on the floor. "Farmer Brown had a bad throat from drinking tea of a plant that he grows. He could not speak for days. So if the king cannot talk, he surely cannot scream. And then you can tell him everything." The mayor agreed. "Yes, if the king cannot scream, then I can tell him." "All right then. I'll get the leaves and you can wait for me at the castle," the doctor said. "Okay, but first let me clean up here," answered the mayor. The doctor went as fast as he could to see Farmer Brown. He found the farmer trying to milk his cows. "My cows won't give any milk. They are frightened. I do not know what to do. Every time the king screams, this is what happens," he complained. The doctor spoke softly into the farmer's ear. The farmer smiled as he took the doctor to his garden where the plants grew. The doctor took some leaves and put them into a small bag. As the doctor thanked the farmer, he said, "Remember, don't tell anyone. This is our secret." The farmer nodded his head as he smiled. The doctor reached the castle just in time for the king's afternoon tea. He gave the small bag to the mayor, who gave it to the king's servant. The servant used the leaves to make tea for the king. The tea had a lovely smell. The king liked it so much that he had 3 cups of tea. Very soon, he had a bad sore throat. Now the mayor was able to tell the king what his loud voice had done to the country. The king was surprised and sad to hear what the mayor said. He just nodded his head. He could not speak, remember? As the king got better, he began to speak, but his voice was normal. He screamed, but still his voice was not loud. Everyone thought that the king would be angry because he had lost his loud voice, but no, he began to laugh. Well, I can scream without breaking anything now. The king was happy, and this made everybody very happy too. Yes, indeed, the short king was not loud anymore. Who had the loudest voice? The king, the farmer, the doctor? Yes, the king. Who was sad because his favorite vase was broken? The king, the farmer, the mayor? Right, the mayor was sad because his favorite vase was broken. Who made tea for the king to drink? The doctor, the servant, the mayor? Yes, it was the servant who made tea for the king to drink.
WIZZY WIZZY.
So WIZZY, have you posted the letter to your uncle?
Yes, Rosie. I didn't know it was so easy to post a letter at the post office. I did exactly as you had told me, Rosie.
And then you put the letter into the post box.
Post box? But Rosie, all you told me to do was just to buy and stick a stamp on it.
Yes, and then you have to put the letter into the post box.
Ah, so that the postman can pick it up and send it to my uncle.
Yes, that's right, WIZZY. So, did you do it?
Don't worry, Rosie. I'll just go and drop the letter in the post box. I'll be back in a second.
That was fast.
What is the date today, Rosie?
It's the 15th of August 2005. Remember?
Thank you. Please remember that on the 15th of August 2005, WIZZY WIZZY posted his first letter.
Yes, that's right.
And once a month from now, I, WIZZY WIZZY, will send a letter to a friend of mine.
Oh, WIZZY, that's so sweet of you.
You see, Rosie, you have taught me today that even if we are not able to visit someone, we can still find out how they are by sending them a letter.
Or sending them an email.
Email?
Never mind. I'll tell you about it later.
Rosie, can I just ask you one more question?
Sure, WIZZY.
How many months are there in a year?
There are 12 months in
dozen they are all so dear. January is at number 1. February is lots of fun. March is always the 3rd. In April fools are heard. 5th is Merry May. June has nothing to say. At number 7 is July, and August following closely by. September is at number 9. October is next in line. Now November shows its face. December ends the yearly race. There are 12 months in a year, a perfect dozen they are all so dear.
WIZZY, WIZZY.
Thank you, Rosie. Now I know all the 12 months in a year.
That's very good.
But
Now what, WIZZY?
I'm not very sure how to pronounce the names of the months.
No problem, WIZZY. Let's ask Mrs. Read My Lips.
Why not? Little box, merry and bright, teach us to say all words right.
Tell them once with all your might. They'll read my lips and get them right. Let's say the names of the 12 months of the year. January, January. February, February. March, March. April, April. May, May. June, June. July, July. August, August. September, September. October, October. November, November. December, December. Oh, WIZZY!
Oh, Rosie.
It's time to go.
Yes, Rosie.
We have to go now, but we'll see you again.
Now it's time for us to part. Keep our magic in your heart.
Use it as wisely as you can till we meet you once
again.
Bye.
Bye-bye.